Hey folks, I'm Sir Vainglory, and this is part 41 of my Total War campaign as Bretonnia. In the last part, we fought against Manfred von Karstein, defeated him and wounded him, so he's out the game for a couple of turns. We've got another army from the Vampire Counts over here, but my immediate goal is going to be to come up and take Talabheim and give us control of this region. And from there, I might actually come up and take some of these abandoned settlements to give us control of any provinces up there we can get complete control of. I'll have my allies coordinate their attacks on the Vampire Counts, and I will keep trying to get the Wood Elves into the fight as well. So do I have over here Heinrich Kemmler. So I think Heinrich might be our initial target. Anyway, yep. And the other thing I'm thinking about is I'm a bit wary of the Varg or Chaos coming back through the wastelands here. So I'm considering raising maybe a half-stack army in Couronne, just to patrol between Couronne and Marienburg, that I can add to quickly if needed. So give some thought to that. I'm making an okay amount of money so I could support a half army. I think, especially if we take some of these provinces. Another thing is I want to get the Green Knight embedded into Louen's army. Probably Louen's army. And then maybe Louen and Fey Enchantress come over to deal with the combat, and the other two armies to take the settlements. Maybe something along those sorts of lines. We have some cash just now, so let's see what we can do. Yep, Marienburg, we were upgrading livery to the livery, so we can recruit more cav, and yeah, the commandment is what's keeping us positive in terms of control. So let's upgrade this to the tavern to give us a bit more control, and we'll change this to levy tithes for the extra cash. Let's quickly check diplomacy before we move on. Empire. Coordinate against Strigoi. Dwarfs coordinate against Heinrich Kemmler. Wood Elves, would you join the war? Your attitude towards the Vampire Counts is improving. Why is that then? Actions against Warriors of Chaos. Broken treaties with Crooked Moon, Warherd of Chaos. Okay, so hopefully that's all deteriorating over time. They might swing back again, but for the moment I don't think they're going to join. No. What else do we have down here? Well, I'm in the vicinity. Estalia.
Do not greet me as a friend.
Nothing. Okay. And the only tech we have available is Forest Edge Decree. I don't want to lose 50 diplomatic relations with the Wood Elves right now. I don't plan to fight them for a while anyway. So happy to leave that as is. And let's move on. Okay, Empire seem to be moving in the right direction. Dwarves, don't know what you're up to. Vampire Counts. Oh, it looks like they're pulling back. Varg army. So raiding at Paravon. Empire has mobilised. Good. filled with prayer, plus 15 growth in all provinces. So there was a Varg army up here somewhere. I think it came down this sort of direction. So it wasn't heading towards the wasteland directly anyway. But that has decided me. I'm definitely going to raise another army here. So level 1, level 2, plus 10% missile resistance, plus 5% income from buildings. That might actually be the best. Speed, melee defense. I don't want to pay to raise a lord, so who was it? Bianca. So if this army is just going to stay in Corona in the wasteland, then the extra 5% income from all buildings would be quite good. 200 per turn, so it's a bit more upkeep. But I think that's worth it, so let's get Bianca in charge of an army. And I've got 8 slots available for peasants. I want this to be relatively cheap, so where's just our standard archers, 95 per turn. So they're 30 more expensive because they've obviously got horses to upkeep as well as men. But and they're also rank 2. I think I might like to try using them rather than foot archers. Yeah. See if they can draw off enemy units while damaging them. And in terms of an infantry line then, I'll probably have a couple of units of peasant mob to soak up charges and the like. So let's get a couple of them. Spearmen armed with shields. Oh well, I'm going to have 8, so these guys will have to deal with cavalry charges, should there be any. Go for the leadership, and so I'll take one more of them next turn, and that'll probably do is, well, I might add in some cav. We'll see. Anyway, but that's fine for the moment. And down here, so Louen. Actually, let's get Alison d'Aquitaine and send her out to scout ahead. And if we were to deploy you, what happens? 10% reduction in construction costs. I don't know if we're going to. Probably not this turn, but I'll deploy her anyway. Never mind. So Louen, you're going to take the Green Knight in, and you need 2 archers, and that will complete the army. Somebody up here has plenty of archers. So rank 7, rank 8, rank nearly 8. So those 2 there can join Louen's army. Let's first of all get Louen to move a bit, because we need to deal with corruption. So we'll do that.
Blessings of the Lady
We will
be upon
send the Green Knight to embed in that army. These guys
you. For now, yes.
come over, reinforce Louen. So it was you and I think you.
Taking my leave.
Shelfroy. Let's actually see. Yep, you can go into Kemperbad
Moving out.
and you can recruit extra units. Maybe send you back towards Middenheim, or maybe just get them from global recruitment. We have
Noble.
Cassian, who could do with a bit of replenishment,
I am the
and the
Fae.
Fey Enchantress. Let's get the Fey Enchantress
Very well.
on the move. You can get to there.
I shall go.
So do that.
I
and
deem
in
your
camp.
quest worthy.
Yeah, you come to
Going
here
forth.
and in camp.
Very well, if you insist.
Right. So don't have much cash left. Let's check the diplomacy situation with the Wood Elves. I need to see if she will join the war.
Kingsglade.
Join war against.
We have much to discuss.
No, so the trespasses against the Wood Elves seems to be deteriorating quicker than the actions against the Warheads of Chaos, etc. So I don't hold out much hope for the Wood Elves ever joining that war. Would you join a war against anybody else? So you're not at war with the Warheads of Chaos, for example. No. How about Border Princes? You're not either. I could ask you to head up here, but I'm not going to do that. Okay. Forget it then. Let's move on to the next turn. Keep an eye out for that Varg army that was up near Middenheim. Okay, Vampire Counts on the offensive. Okay, so the Chaos Warlords are marauding. Discover an ambusher. Everland, there's an incursion imminent, which is fine. It's going to be down here somewhere. If we lose that, so be it. Quite a few vampire armies around.
The axe thirsts for war.
Looks like you've taken a bit of a hit. Okay, let's
Devotee of the Lady.
get this army out and on the move. I'll just come down to here,
I see my path.
and I was going to take one more of these. That takes us to 63 peasant units all in. And of course, you can't take any serious cavalry. Too expensive. But let's get a couple of Knights of the Realm and a couple of Knights Errant. I think we'll just leave it at that. 13 units. Yep. That'll do us for that army. Let's see what's happening over here then. So,
What would you have
while it's
of me?
on, come up, check out Talabheim for me.
Moving.
So there's an army there. Wallach von Dial.
Warrior King.
Louen's army's on the mend.
Wise indeed.
So make
I
sure
take
you
my
can
leave.
encamp.
I shall do what I can.
Enchantress.
The Fey Enchantress.
The lady gives you her blessing. Her will guides me.
Just about in reinforcement range, I think.
I shall.
Do you know who I am?
Yes, you're
I
Cassian
will
Moonslaker, and you are going to populate any of these barren settlements when we get there.
Onward!
So, for the moment,
It
keep the
shall
strength
be
up.
so. My reputation precedes
Shilfroy. So one more peasant bowman, maybe another battle pilgrim as well. What I'm after. I'm going to leave, what's it called, Grenstad to its own devices.
valiant
will-
Lord.
Send you up this direction,
Pious.
just because there's no hurry, so you can come up, recruit your units, then come back down. And if that Varg army appears over here somewhere, you can maybe go and do something about that. So I think that's us, just double check, war coordination, wood elves, the border princes. Carrickhin, Warhead of Chaos and the Varg. Warhead of Chaos, the Varg and the Scaling. So we'll leave that as is then, and we'll move on to the next turn. There's that Varg army spotted. Vampire counts seem to be going after the dwarfs, or maybe just protecting their towns. I'm just going to auto-resolve this. I'm not really bothered about trying to do any damage against them. Or... no, let's just auto-resolve. I'm just thinking that it's the only battle we would get in this part, I think, but it's not really worth it. Oh my goodness. So that was a valiant defeat. It's awesome. Well done. And incursion in Everland. Ambusher again. Grenstad's raised. And of course, because of lost... no, right. The dwarves have finally mobilised. Losing that settlement puts me 3 over the limit. So I could reduce the size of this army, but I don't think I'm going to do that.
Making my way.
What I will do
The lady is with you.
is take Talabheim as soon as possible, and that will get us back up to 63.
My blade is ready. A
So
wise move.
you continue on your way, Louen.
I ride. Clever.
Morgia,
Fey Enchantress.
I will grant you this boon. Ever onward. I will come to your aid.
If the lady wills it. Sallying forth. I accept.
Right, and you...
Lord of Bretonnia.
where was that? That Varg army came ashore over here. It didn't come ashore actually. And it's not actually an army. At least it's no longer an army. So we can ignore that.
Yes. Striking out.
You continue up towards Marienburg. And that'll do. Just double check war coordination again. And also Estalia.
Deliver your message.
Let's go with military access. Just to improve relations a bit. Okay, that's us. So let's move on to the next turn. Okay, here come the agents. Going for the Fey Enchantress.
Let the supplicant come forward.
What's this? A defensive alliance? I don't think so. Estalia's enemies aren't going to be anyone I'm interested in fighting, not at the moment anyway. Okay. Chivalry Doomslayer's army, okay. That's not too much to worry about. So, let's just have one more turn and then I'll put a cut in.
The lion. It shall be.
So all we're going to be doing is moving ever closer to Talabheim.
On for the lady. I assent.
Probably another couple of moves before we're in striking distance.
You have the favor of the Fae. Traveling the land. Done.
I never fail. Very well, I go. For now,
There we are.
yes.
And
Protector of the
you guys into normal stance.
Leaving.
Come up to here. And what did I want to recruit? An archer.
I will.
5, 6, and another. Can't get them here. Okay. That being the case, back into march
As you
stance.
say,
Get yourself up here.
I go thither.
Seers. Certainly.
Down
Taking
towards
my leave.
Marienburg and encamp again.
The lady wills it.
So now, yep, control is fine, +1. Could do that for the extra income, but before I do, yeah, so Talabek land is the only one where our control is decreasing. Just check these, make sure that we're collecting tithes wherever possible. Right, Leoness. Yep, then build that. And we'll build that next turn, perhaps. Paravon. That's all fine. Right, so as I said, I'm going to put a cut in here. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please leave a comment and rate the video and subscribe to the channel. And I hope to see you again in the next part. Cheers.